What's up guys, it is Chris back with another watch video. Today we are unboxing Zelos yet again. This is the Zelos Mako version 3 2.0. A while back, Zelos came out with the Mako version 3. There were a bunch of different stainless steel versions of that available when they first launched. Now they are coming out with new versions with an upgraded bracelet in stainless steel and then some bronze versions. This is a bronze version. Last week I unboxed the stainless steel version. It has a upgraded bracelet with an upgraded case back, or a finished case back that's a little bit nicer than the previous version. It comes in the same packaging as all Zelos do. Outer box is made out of cardboard, signed Zelos. Inner box is wood, and this is a sort of like a cigar box made out of wood. And then of course we have the watch roll. The watch roll is a leatherette, or sort of a PU leather watch roll with 4 pouches and then the Zelos insignia there. Inside we have a Zelos warranty card, which is made out of metal. We do not get an extra strap with this. You did with the stainless steel. This is the bronze version in teal. So this gets a blue teal dial. As you can see, it has that whirlpool effect as the same as the stainless steel that I unboxed last week. You can see it gets lighter as it gets towards the center of the dial. It's sort of black on the outside of the dial, and then as you move in to the center of the dial, it turns sort of like a turquoise blue, teal blue, as they call it, the teal version. And this has all the same dimensions as the stainless steel version that I just recently unboxed. It's the same as the version 3 that I unboxed a long time ago with the meteorite dial. 40 millimeters across, 46 millimeters in lug span, and then 12 millimeters thick, or it's 11.5 millimeters thick. You get a Miyota 9015 in here. You have a date there at 6 o'clock. It is color matched, and you get tons of lume on this watch, as you do with all Zelos. Lumed bezel insert, and the bezel insert in here is bronze as well to match that case. Lumed hands, lumed indices, lumed chapter ring, and lumed crown. Very good bezel action. Let's listen to that. Very solid bezel action. Everything lines up. Everything feels nice and tight. Does not move, doesn't wobble. Really good bezel action on all Zeloses, and very good lume on all Zeloses. This came on a tropic leather strap. You of course get a signed buckle, and it is a Zelos signed buckle. Very chunky, very nice bronze buckle. And then of course the case back. So this is one of the upgrades that this watch gets. It's obviously you have a Mako shark on here, and it is finished very nicely, and it does not feel rough or sharp. There were some complaints on the previous version that the back was still sharp and was machine finished, I guess, and it was not a very smooth finishing. This has a lot better of a finishing. It is smooth. There are no sharp edges. It feels very nice. So this watch comes in at $399. The stainless steel version comes in at $429. There is no pre-special pricing that Zelos normally do, because this was released a while ago in the version 3 form in stainless steel. Now they're just coming out with the version 3 in bronze, and then they just did a couple of tweaks. So there's really no huge differences here from that original version. So I think that they are not offering that pre-order price. However, $399 for a really nice bronze watch with a Miyota 9015, of course, is a very good price. And especially considering I really like this teal dial. This teal dial is very sharp. It looks very, very good, and it really goes well with this bronze case. Very different from my advice. I always say go with the black dial when it comes to Zelos, but this is a very, very different dial, and I like that whirlpool texture. The black version of this looks just as nice, I would say, and it actually has a similar effect. It starts out black, it goes to a gray color. Just a beautiful dial in general. $399, I'm torn between the two. I have this in for review, and then I have the other stainless steel in for review. They're both linked to the channel, but I'm allowed to purchase one if I want to. And I am leaning towards this watch now. Now that I've worn this for just about a day, and I really, really am liking the look of this teal dial. I like that. I'm not a huge fan of bezel inserts that are the same color as the case. However, I think this works. It looks really good, and it seems like this watch will patina and look really cool in the long run. I really hope that Zelos come out with the bracelet for these watches. They are working on something. Elshon posts in his Facebook group. It's the Zelos Timekeepers on Facebook. Check out their Facebook group if you have not become a member, if you are interested in Zelos, of course, because that's the only thing that they talk about there. However, he mentioned that he was working on a bronze bracelet and would have stainless steel on the inside, so whatever's contacting your skin is stainless steel. On the outside, it would be in bronze. I'm really excited about that. I think that's a fantastic idea. Obviously, it would just look like this. You know, it just sort of screwed together, and on the bottom, the link part, half the link would be in stainless steel, half the link would be in bronze. Great idea, and I hope they do it. I definitely will be on the bandwagon and will be one of the first to buy that, because I really want a full bronze watch that has a bracelet. I think that is an phenomenal idea, and I think it will work really well. Anyway, I'll throw this on my wrist. I have a 7.5-inch wrist, and then we'll do a quick Lume shot, because we know the Lume is great. So today I am wearing the Vacheron Key de Lis. This is a Vacheron that is really out of the box, very out of the ordinary from the Holy Trinity. This has a sapphire dial, and specifically from Vacheron, something that they really don't normally do. It's something a little bit avant-garde, a very special watch, and one of the coolest watches that I think Vacheron have ever made, in my opinion. It's titanium, sapphire, there's a lot of different details. It's just a beautiful watch. Here is the Mako on my 7.5-inch wrist. So you can see that 40 millimeters wears really nice on my wrist, 46 millimeter lug to lug, just under 12 millimeters thick, and it does not wear big at all. It wears very nice. It's a very comfortable watch because you have that crown at the 4 o'clock position, and that dial is very rich, and it looks way more expensive than it actually is. I really like this about the Mako version 3. These dials make it look a little bit more expensive than they actually are. And the fit and finish constantly are getting better with Zelos, so obviously he keeps on listening to his audience, Elshon that is, and he keeps on improving where he can. And this has a lot of improvements from previous versions, and here we are again with even more improvements on this version 2.0. So very quickly, Lume shot, and then we'll wrap up the video. And there you have it. The Lume does not disappoint, of course. Zelos, pay attention to the Lume. They add a lot of Lume. They're very liberal with the application of the Lume, especially on the indices. You can see how bright that is. And then, of course, each hash is lumed. All the numbers on the dial and on the bezel are lumed. And then you have a Lume crown. Very, very bright. Of course, Zelos, all of their watches, they put a ton of Lume on the dials. And even that chapter ring is lumed. They don't really need to lume that, and it's lumed. So they're pretty much just luming the entire watch. That whatever they can lume, they do. Anyway, tell me what you think of this watch in the comments below. Of course, I am a fan of Zelos. I am a fan of this watch. I really like this. This could be the one that I'm going to purchase. I own the Zelos Swordfish 40. And I think that is so close to the Mako 3. I think the Mako 3 version 3 in stainless steel is nicer than that watch, just slightly. So I think this would be a no-brainer for me to buy this watch rather than that. But I'm still contemplating between the two. Tell me what you think. What would you get? I'm interested in hearing from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel. It helps these videos get noticed, and it helps support the channel, obviously, and I very much appreciate that. Please also don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it doesn't have to be the items I have it linked to. It helps support the channel, doesn't cost you anything extra. It doesn't interrupt your Prime benefits, but it helps to support the channel yet again, and I very, very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.